first thing I'm going to do is moisturize my face, and this is the one that I am currently using. It's called the Wild Rose 24-Hour Moisturizer by Korres. So I'm just going to apply that all over my face. Before I apply my foundation, I always use a green primer, and this is the Loreal Studio Secrets Anti-Redness Professional Primer, and I always use this one just to get rid of any redness that I have, which you guys can probably see. And I just use my Sigma Foundation F60 brush. I squirt it on there, and then I just pat it wherever it's needed. I'm finished with that. I'm going to go into my foundation with this e.l.f. brush. This is my favorite way to apply this foundation. This is the e.l.f. powder brush. Looks like this. I'm actually going to squirt it with some Fix Plus or any type of H2O spray that you have. I'm going to squirt the top of the brush with it just so that it gets moist, because my foundation applies better that way with my dry skin. And then I'm just going to pat it into the foundation and start working it on my face. Okay, so now that I've got it zoomed in, I want to apply my Urban Decay Primer Potion on my eyelids, and this is my favorite one. I mean, you guys, I've tried so many primers out there and they always just annoy me because they don't work nearly as well as this one does for me. So, this is by MicaBella Cosmetics, and this is their shimmer powder. It's just a pigment, and it's called Carnival. This is one of my favorite ones by MicaBella, and MicaBella pigments are by far my favorite. They last all day, and they're super easy to apply. Okay. So for the MicaBella Cosmetics, I like to use this brush. I believe this is an old Coastal Scents brush, but it's a really thin eyeshadow brush. That's why I like to use it. And I'm going to take the pigment, and if there's no pigment on the cap already, you need to put some pigment on there. With my Fix Plus, I'm going to spray my eyeshadow brush and wipe off any excess because you don't want it to be like too wet. I'm actually going to dip it into the lid. And then I'm going to start using tapping motions to apply it to my eyelid. And then I got a little bit of the pigment on the tip of the brush, and I'm just putting it along the lower lash line. So now that we're done with that pigment, I'm actually going to go into my bronzer. Make sure you're using a matte bronzer. This is by NYC, and it's in the color Sunny. I got this from a drugstore, and what we're going to do is take a very big fluffy brush like this, and we're just going to work this bronzer into the brush, tap off the excess, and then we're going to work it into the crease. And this will help to contour the eyes and also blend that color, the first color that we laid out. And the next step that we're going to do is apply highlight color. I always like to use a bigger eyeshadow brush like this. It's the larger shader brush, the E60 by Sigma. And this is one of my favorite highlight colors by Rock and Republic, and it's called Carat. So I'm just going to pat my brush into that color, and I'm going to apply this right as a highlight, right underneath of the brow. What I love about this highlight is that it's got a gold sheen to it, so it really kind of goes with the whole look. And I'm actually going to use my Scilla, what is this, Smudge Stick Waterproof Eyeliner, and this just in black. And I'm going to apply it to the outer corner and wing it out. And then I'm going to take a brush and blend it out a bit. I am going to apply a little bit of mascara on my lashes, and this is the Falsies Maybelline mascara. I'm just going to use my concealer real quick, and this is by Maybelline. I'm just going to apply it right underneath of my eyes. I'm going to use this high beam right here. This is by Benefit. And I'm just going to use it to highlight the tip of my cheekbones. Just to give like some extra sheen to the look. Last thing I'm going to do is apply lipstick. She's wearing a super corally lipstick, and this is one called Rapture by CoverGirl. This is my favorite coral lipstick. This one's a really pink coral. Hers had a little bit of a red tone to it, so I'm going to use this Lorac lip gloss that has some more of a red tone to it called Couture. And I'm going to apply it right over top. I'm just going to apply some powder real quick so I don't get too greasy during the day. This is called the Milani Even Tone Powder Foundation in the color Shell. Looks like this. I'm just going to pat a powder brush into it. I'm going to contour using this again. This is my NYC Bronzer in Sunny. For the blush, she's definitely wearing a peachy toned blush. So this is my favorite peach tone one called Blushing Glow by Physicians Formula. I'm just going to do my eyebrows real quick and I'll be right back. I'm just going to use some Fix Plus right here to just give like a final spray. So I just tied my hair up in a really high bun. So I'm just going to take that down. Now my hair is naturally curly today. And I had it in a bun all night while I was sleeping, so that is what it looks like right now. I wanted to do this look with naturally curly hair because I feel like it'll give the braid a bit more texture and volume. First thing that I'm going to do is squirt my hair with a little bit of leave-in conditioner. This is by Biolage. It's their Smoothing Shine Milk. The reason I'm doing this is so that it's a lot easier to brush it out. So you only need a little bit in there. So now I'm just going to take a paddle brush, and starting from the bottom, I'm going to start brushing out my curls. Now for the very top of your hair, I'm just going to dampen it a little bit more with leave-in conditioner because this is going to be completely slicked back. So this will get rid of any frizzies that you have, and it'll also kind of give that kind of just came out from being in the water. For the rest of my hair, since it is looking a little bit frizzy, I'm going to use this by Marc. It's their Curl Goddess Silkening Serum, and it just helps to make your hair look a bit shinier. So I'm going to take a little bit of that and apply it all throughout my hair, except for the top. Now her ponytail wasn't too high or too low, so I'm just going to put it about right here. And I just gathered my hair into my ponytail by using my paddle brush. So make sure all the edges are completely smoothed out. And I'm just going to take a rubber band and tie it in place. Then I'm just going to take some hairspray, spray it on my hand, and then try to smooth down the sections. So that is it for the look. This is how the hair is. And then all that you need now is aviators. So I'm going to go get my aviators.